announcer, the underscoring said, annoying and cut. Anyway, alright, so the title shows here today, you always like to get to the concierge desk while they're gabbing, I won't be insulted. Alright, so before we begin, first of all, we're live on Broadway, and we have Broadway from 7th Avenue. You guys picked up on that? It's not actually Broadway. It's a lie! Okay, here's my little introduction song, celebrating. My boss asked me to write something for today. Here we go. Here we go. Because Broadway, Broadway, and by Broadway I mean 7th Avenue. You drove your cars to see some stars, introduced by a Jew. That's me. Let's have some fun from noon to 1, and then it's time to go. I'm super psyched, my pulse is height, plus today it's title of show. Bravo! So before we get on to today's first of all, I'm completely obsessed with title of show. I've seen it literally 7 times, like in the very first meetings, I've seen it now twice on Broadway. It's amazing! And what I love about title of show is that I feel like it's literally my life on stage. And everyone I see says the same thing, like whether they're actors. Like my sister, she's a lawyer, she's like, that's me. Like everyone is obsessed. So I'm gonna tell you, like specifically what I'm obsessed with, there's a whole section, there's a song called Way Back to Then, I don't know if it's beautiful. And how he sings about being obsessed with Annie as a child. I myself was also obsessed with Annie as a child. I called it the Red Album. Anybody? And when I was 11 years old, I used to get a magazine called Dynamite. Does anybody remember Dynamite magazine? Okay, here's one of my copies. Oh. Okay, starring Aileen Quinn. That's really my address label. And the sad thing is, like, if you know what I'm talking about, you're supposed to graduate from Dynamite to Bananas when you turn like 14. I kept getting Dynamite for like 1,000 years. Like at one point, my friend came over and she's like, "Is that Dynamite magazine?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's really old." She's like, "Why is Seinfeld on the cover?" I'm like, "Oh." Anyway, literally, I got it for like 20 years. So the point is, I had a pen pal from Dynamite magazine that was 11 years old, and such a narcissist. One week I'm like, why should I write my pen pal a letter? When instead I can make her a 45-minute cassette tape of myself playing the piano and singing. So I literally made this full tape recording of myself playing the piano and singing, and then after I made it, I was like, this is too good to send. So I literally still have it, so I thought I would play you a sample. This is me singing at the age of 11, the song Tomorrow, because I was obsessed with it. By the way, it was also my audition song, and I was always like, why did I ever get a gig? You'll find out why. Okay, the loudness and the riffing, it's fantastic. Like so this is me 11 years old, and there are just 2 phenomenal notes. There's one really big flat note I want to point out, and then I added a blue note. You guys know what a blue note is? It's like, instead of like major, it's a minor. I sing a jazz blue note, and it's gone awful. Okay, so
unfortunately,
this is me 11 years old.
Only goes 30 minutes, so I have to like change the tape top with you. Do it.
Like the minutia of Broadway, which I'm totally obsessed with. Like I really will sit at home and watch the 24 telecast like 20 times a day. So I have a video I'm going to show you. This is from watching the Evita segment over and over and over again. That was in 1980, so 28 years, I know. 28 years of watching Pat the Punk. So we're going to watch a bunch, we're going to hear how phenomenal Pat the Punk sounds, and then I'm going to dissect the minutia of it. Okay, let's see.
Totally seen this before.
We're doing this for the first time today, so we don't, it's maybe only the baby.
I can move all this.
That's okay. Here we go. Okay, watch Pat. Oh, by the way, she's done from all E's up to a G. Get ready. Do the E's. E. To G. Come on. Okay, so pause for a second, pause. Okay, so I've watched it 85,000 times to know Seth's high belt. What I noticed is that arms. With Perone, sassily, like, we're united. But because she was like an inch off, she wound up just looking air. She's like, if not, how can you look me? Air pocket. So you have to spot this. Louis CO2. That's right over here. You know she was devastated. She's like, I'm gonna lose to Tony about this. I don't lose to Tony. Okay, so watch it again. She won though. But just watch. Here we go. Keep going. It's this arm. What the? Previous chapter. Okay, watch this. Here we go. So you see, she does her signature arm trajectory right here. But right there, she does not make a connection. There's simply a lump of carbon on the outside. He's oblivious. She's devastated. And cut. We're Sirius live on Broadway between 46 and 47. Concierge desk is over there to buy our tickets. We're going to be back with a full cast of Title of the Show. By full, I mean Sirius is at work. That's just a corporate job. A few people from Title of the Show and their brilliant music director, Larry Presborough. Stay tuned for more. And